You're correct. Yeah, we're here. Hello, my people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching Chinedu Anichi TV from. Today is a very blessed day. You know, today is OTOBO NSUKKA. We refer to our roots, especially where we are coming from. NSUKKA is in Enugu State. Enugu State is in Nigeria. Nigeria is in West Africa, you know, and that's where I come from. And today we have dedicated today again, just like other Saturdays, for global positioning of the best in NSUKKA. And today we have our guest, one of our best. So from NSUKKA, Chief Chinedu Onu. Chief Chinedu Onu is the founder and CEO of Ingrace Group. Chinedu Onu is a philanthropist, a politician, an astute businessman, an academic. Anyway, let me not say everything he will say when he comes up. But let me have the privilege to welcome in this studio one of our big brothers, one of those who can stand and beat our chest today and say, we are proud that he is our son, he is our father, he is our uncle from NSUKKA. So let me welcome Chief Chinedu Hilary Onu, CEO and founder, Ingrace Group. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother Chinedu.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
How are you doing?
Great,
thank
sir.
You.
Namesake and big bros, how are you?
Yes, so I'm happy to be in your program today.
Yeah, I think the privilege is mine. The privilege is mine, sir.
I commend your efforts. This program is indeed, it's awesome.
Okay, sir.
It's a good initiative, and I hope you'll be in a position to sustain it.
By God's grace. God, divinity has always shown superiority over humanity. So whenever you hand anything over to him, he will consolidate and sustain its continuity. So
that's my prayer. That's my prayer. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So thank you. Welcome to Chinedu Anichi TV, the African voice in diaspora. And today our program is OTOBO NSUKKA. The village square of NSUKKA, where we discuss things that are consensus. We love to speak English this time, not because we cannot go in our vehicle, but the whole world is trying to see what is coming from us. And this language called English is a good tool and vehicle to communicate our values for global understanding, because our aim is to position NSUKKA for global recognition. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So you're welcome, sir. For protocol purposes, I know a lot of people know you, but please, can you introduce yourself to our audience, sir?
My name is Chinedu Onu. I'm from Ozdala Ezimo in Udenu local government of Enugu State of Nigeria. That's in a short form who I am.
Yeah, and Chinedu Onu also is a CEO and the founder of Ingrace Group. So what is this Ingrace Group, sir?
Yeah, Ingrace Group is an emerging business organization I founded. I've been running it for close to 20 years now with my immediate family. By this, I mean my wife and my children. The organization currently has automobile as a fundamental business that we do. We started by sales and services of Toyota products, but today we have the nod of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to begin an assembly plant. And as we speak now, a couple of units of our vehicle are already in Nigerian roads, from sedan through SUV, and then what they call pickup. Our own pickup is called Zimo. Ingrace Zimo. Zimo is derived from the name of my town. I'm from Ezimo, like I said, in the local government. A lot of people enjoy Mercedes without knowing how the name came. Mercedes is actually the first daughter of Daimler Crystal, the founder of Mercedes. So in our brand, we have Ingrace Zimo, we have Ingrace Candy, named after my wife. We have Ingrace Estelle, named after my daughter. Of course, I've told you about Ingrace Zimo too. We have Ingrace Estelle. These are part of the ones we already have in the market. So that's exactly what we do. We're also venturing into agriculture. We have farms in Nigeria and also in Canada that is currently running. We do.
Okay, thank you, sir. We are here today because the great novelist Chinedu Anichi said, when an outsider tells your story, it will never end without prejudice. So the best thing is for you to tell your own story. So Europeans talk about Africans. Europeans talk about Africans. Asians make movies about Africans. Americans, people talk about, but it's time for Africans to talk about Africans, you know, and talk about Africa.
Oh, certainly it is.
So a lot of people talk about NSUKKA. A lot of people say things about NSUKKA and NSUKKA. So when I came to US, I developed the concept that it is time for NSUKKA man to talk his own talk, for NSUKKA man to say who he is, and for NSUKKA man to let the world know who he is, not what the world think he is or what the world say he is. And that's why we decided to anchor this claim on individuals that we know they are our voice. And by God's grace, you are one of us. So today, as you're coming, we'll have to ask you, what do you understand? Or what will you tell the world in your own personal conviction and understanding what NSUKKA means?
My brother Chinedu, the NSUKKA syndrome, some would say, is it a myth or a reality? NSUKKA symbolizes truthfulness. NSUKKA symbolizes uprightness, good character, good conduct. NSUKKA symbolizes who you can put your fortunes in his or her care and get back to have it the way it is. NSUKKA, as far as I'm concerned, is that man who wants to there, but believes that there are rules for whatever you are going to do. NSUKKA is that person who says, no to anything that is wrong, who chooses to be poor. Insofar as anything he will do to become rich is something that is in the negative, he will choose not to do that. These are the attributes of NSUKKA. Each time I'm called NSUKKA wherever I am, I feel excited because a few persons that call it in a negative sense do not clearly know what NSUKKA represents. But I'm happy any day I'm called NSUKKA because I know that everything that has to do with NSUKKA is positive. Like I said, truthfulness, uprightness. These are what NSUKKA symbolizes. Anytime, any day. So I want to encourage any person from NSUKKA, wherever you are called NSUKKA, appreciate that person that has called you NSUKKA, because most likely that person understands what it means to be NSUKKA. And that is why today, if you go to big cities, where these rich men keep their treasures, go there, you find out that gatekeepers, those who are handling those things, are from NSUKKA. That is what NSUKKA represents, as far as I'm concerned, and that is what it is. It is what it is. So you just have to take it because that is what it is. It is indisputable that NSUKKA is everything about it is good. Some may say to you that as an NSUKKA man, that you don't have courage today, that you don't have the can-do spirit, that the only thing that you want to do will be to believe in least resistance. But that is not true. It is only when you play along the rules of the games that the spirit of the NSUKKA and the NSUKKA-ness in you reflects. But each time you don't want to do anything negative, those who will call you NSUKKA will feel disappointed that you have refused to tag along with them to do things that are not normal. That is what I understand, and that is what it is about NSUKKA.
Wow, that's great. Come on, I feel elated. I feel invigorated. I don't know how I feel with this your explanation, intelligently and coherently presented for easy assimilation, epistemologically and otherwise. So, who does not understand NSUKKA? Please, you need, that means, I don't know. If you cannot understand it from this explanation, they need to open your head. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so...
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, if you want to go further, the NSUKKA lady is that lady who will remain faithful to the husband. The NSUKKA woman is the woman that knows that she is in marriage. The NSUKKA lady is that person that will say, in marriage, you have to both endure, remain, nurture, build the home together. And that's why in our place, the rate of divorce is minimal. The NSUKKA man is that person who will say to whoever he's relating with, yes, today, or that something is black, the next day you come back, it remains black. A yes is a yes, and a no is a no. That is a typical NSUKKA for you.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let us, you have explained to us
Thank
what
you, thank you.
And the reality. You know, even English words. In English, semantic appraisal reveals that every English word has what it connotes, what it denotes, conventional meaning, and contextual application. So, well, for those who think NSUKKA connotes negativity, today you have shown them way to what it denotes and what conventionally it can be applied to. Emeka Sokwa, thank you, all of you. Mickey Brown, all of you. I was seeing you. Ugu Fidelis, Sopruchi, Darren Dejen. You can see we have our voice in the studio. So thank you, sir, for telling us what NSUKKA denotes against what it connotes. And we are happy because NSUKKA represents virtues, moral consciousness, and sincerity, naturally sacramentalized in the psychosomatic structure. You don't make efforts to exhibit it naturally. So thank you, sir. Today, we are diving into really some of the things personally you have been doing as NSUKKA. Well, you know, you have been on serial entrepreneurship and philanthropism, and just like you said about business as an individual, you said you are just doing it within the space as a family. And there are pointer or good examples of individuals or institutions you have empowered sustainably within this period, because that is one of the qualities of NSUKKA. And to see the success of Adada Foundation, of which you are the founding BOT. You understand? Do you understand where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
go ahead.
Must empowered 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 persons. So what you are trying to do now in Adada Foundation, Educational Foundation, is an extension of what you have started doing in a very smaller scale. So can you take us to 1 or 2 things you have done that represents this kind of generosity you're about to drop to NSUKKA people?
Well, my brother Chinedu, you know, it's not an act of philanthropy. It's not something you begin to enumerate or list the way. You didn't do it for people to get to see it or to know about it. But what is important is that as an individual, I've made a modest effort to support our brothers and sisters that are in school, both within and outside Nigeria. We also make attempts to empower some of our women to be able to be doing petty businesses in our various localities. We have also tried to, make it possible for some of our people to get adequate Medicare at one point or the other. This is not something we'll begin to list it as it is. But most importantly, we are in a point of transit. We are transiting from Iko Tonye to the concept of Igwebike. Iko Tonye, for me, represents what I, Chinedu Onu, and you, Chinedu Anichi, and other persons from our people has been doing individually. We want to transit from Iko Tonye to Igwebike. That is the whole essence of Adada Education Foundation. Because there's nothing any community or any nation can do when NSUKKA pulls resources together, they will not be able to do that. Let me also say clearly that this foundation is born out of the fact that as a subnational, we can make attempts to accelerate human capacity development in our place. In NSUKKA, thank God for the University of Nigeria, NSUKKA, which late Nnamdi Azikiwe founded and cited in our place. It has helped our people a whole lot. You cannot say that when you come to NSUKKA today that we don't have graduates. We have a whole lot of them.
So it's like you know that. Correct. Your volume went down, but it's better now. It's better. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So like I said, we are trying to make sure that our people, indigent ones who are intelligent, will be able to go to school. We're also making an attempt to redirect the focus of our people to courses I consider or we consider trendy. We are in different disciplines, but we want to scale up. We want to make sure that our people get to disciplines that are trendy. Disciplines that we consider as global meal tickets. Courses and disciplines that when you are done with, you'll be able to earn a living within or outside Nigeria. We also want to hone those of them that are already graduates or are still in school from NSUKKA extraction to make them realize their potentials. Some of our youths today, because of the fact that as it is, guidance and counseling and moral decadence in various institutions are now a major problem. Some students do not even know what they want. We want to begin sustained mentorship for our people. And the target is not only those that are going to school. We're also setting up a concern for skill acquisition. A couple of days ago, we had an in-depth meeting with the director of entrepreneurship in University of Nigeria, NSUKKA. We're trying to structure a partnership with them to be able to bring our people who are in different trades and get them certificated so that they can get jobs elsewhere. We have a lot of our brothers who are, for instance, doing arc welding now. They are better than some guys that are in oil companies, Shell, Egypt, etc. But because they are not certificated, they will not go to such places. So we want to bring them in, do some short courses for them, get them certificated, prepare them for international engagements. We are also targeting our brothers and sisters over time that got first class and comfortable too and in their various disciplines. Prepare them. There are a lot of tuition-free universities in Europe who are going to provide proof of upkeep for them and send them to those institutions. Our target is that in the next couple of years, we'll have a chunk of our brothers overseas that will increase our diaspora remittances at home. These are things we are working on. And I know, like I said, applying the concept of Igwebike will be able to do anything. Let us use this figure, for instance. If we're able to get 3,500 persons, that is 500 persons per local government, that commits to giving the foundation 100,000 every year, That's approximately 350 million each year. And if that is expended only in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, or Maduka University in Nsukka, or other institutions around, do you know the number of undergraduates will churn out within the next 5 years? Multiply it. It is indeed humongous. And that bold attempt, we are prepared to make it. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate Bishop, the Catholic Bishop of Nsukka, the Anglican Bishop of Nsukka, His Royal Majesty, the Chairman of Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, our brother Festus Oshaba Ferrotex, and Chief Williams Abu, our sister also, who is the Secretary of the Foundation, Her Worship Nkechi Ngu. These are people that are currently the members of the Board of Trustees of the Adada Education Foundation. To the glory of God, I'm the chairman of that foundation, and we're planning it big. We want to say, those of us who love Nsukka, it is time for us to come and build our place. Let us rebuild the city called Nsukka. The last election has shown us clearly that Nsukka is mobilized there to achieve that we will not achieve. So, to use this medium to invite our people to get involved in the activities of the Adada Education Foundation. Thank you, my brother Chinedu.
Yeah, thank you. That's a wonderful move. And but just this question that is coming from Instagram, somebody is saying it on Instagram. He said that's wonderful, but some Nsukka leaders of past who never thought that it is good to toe this line you have done, do you think it's going to sit well with them? Are you sure they are not going to militate against it? That's a question from Instagram.
My brother,
That is
as we speak, as we speak, a lot of women across the globe are getting pregnant and are going to make babies. And of course, you also know that some women also die in the course of giving birth, and they continue to make babies. They don't get scared. They continue to do that. But let me say this, just like when I explained who the Nsukka is. Our people are not that bad. I don't see any well-meaning Nsukka person that will jettison this process. Again, we have designed this in such a way that we are all equal beginners and equal joiners in this enterprise. Keep the billions or millions that you have. Just make a commitment of the same amount that I am bringing and every other person is bringing. I mean, that's why we have designed it in such a way that no Mr. A or B will say this foundation belongs to him or her. And we cannot say because Mr. A or B is not happy, we will not do something that is to the overall interest of our people. I know a lot of people are doubting what we are doing, but in due time, at the fullness of time, a lot of our people are going to come on board for us to implement this. I know we will succeed, and we are determined to succeed.
Wow. Yeah, success is not magical. Success is something you work at. So, and the underlying disposition of the group and the kind of college of people that are in charge trying to steer up this thing, I think they have that spirit, and success is sure. So, yeah, that's a wonderful thing, sir. And wow, that's great. That's mind blowing. So, Nsukka people all over the world, global. You know, I'm your voice in diaspora. You have heard of Adada Foundation, wherever you are, on Nsukka community in Asia, those of you in Australia, those of you in Asia, those of you in America, those in Africa, African countries, Togo, and this one. All of you, I have about 49 phone numbers of Nsukka leaders, what do you call it? Presidents of Nsukka Union in 49 countries outside Nigeria.
Countries. Okay.
So, you see, and last as we are talking now, this thing you see me pushing like this, I'm pushing this live video direct to their WhatsApp groups and this thing for them to listen to it live. So that's a
Okay,
great
that's
thing,
good.
sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. There's this political space we are all passing through, and politics. Sometimes when election is over, whatever we think of is governance. How do we move ahead? You know. So I hope they, just like what you say, that NSUKKA showed some kind of, we can be on our own or we have influence in this past election. So I hope the government in place now, the administration of our governor, will work in consonance with this particular project, because the governor is
Okay, let me say this. The Adada Education Foundation is entirely an NSUKKA project. But NSUKKA Cultural Zone is a zone that is within the area of authority of Enugu State. And Enugu State has a governor. Like you said, we are not doing politics now. It is pure governance.
Yep.
And NSUKKA, as a people, should be prepared to engage. As we speak, we have a governor that sits in Enugu. Take it or leave it. He is the governor of Enugu State for the next 4 years. And we must learn to engage him, because there are things that are due to us as a people. We have to engage him. When he was contesting this election, he went throughout the local government making promises. Some are contained in his manifesto, some he said it, some in Ozowane, some in Igbo, some in Igbo South, and Udenu. We must engage to say to him, Your Excellency, when you came to Ozowane, you promised us A, B, C, D. On the strength of that, we voted for you. And we are looking forward to you making that available. I'm happy we have a government that is communicating. They communicate their visions. So as a people, we also position to be in a position to benefit from that government position. I'm a PDP person, and that is the truth. In our last stakeholder meeting, he mentioned to our people that at the onset of the dry season this year, that he will commence the dualization of Opi Ugogo Nsukka Road to make it a dual carriageway. Because he has said it, we believe him. And we are looking forward to that to happen. He also said he's going to commence also the Nsukka Ibagwa Ete Road that likely may terminate at our boundary with Kogi State. That's a new route for us now to go to Abuja through Nsukka town or elsewhere. We are looking forward to that. As a people, this government belongs to us. We invested in it in different ways, as politicians, as stakeholders, or whatever. So we must reap from it. It is our government that it is, and we look forward to government to fulfill their promises to our people. So to that extent, I want to encourage our brothers and sisters to see this government as a government that has come to stay for the next 4 years. And because it is our government, whatever that is due to us, we need to get it. It is an entitlement. We have to ask for it. We have to engage. We have to look for that because it is ours and we must have it. Like I said, we are not making, this is not time for politics. It is time for governance. Therefore, government, that which is due to Nsukka people, please do give it to them. When the next round of election comes, then we'll be in a position to say he did well or he did not do well. We are going to vote for him or we are not going to vote for him. But let me say this to you. Adada Education Foundation is insulated from partisan politics. Look at the array of individuals I told you that are in the board of trustees. We have two principal persons representing the business community. These are two major Nsukka brands, Ferrotex and Soliv. Ferrotex is first to Oshaba from Igbo North. We have Chief Williams Abu Soliv. Some know him as son of Paddy. He is the biggest single employer of labor in Igbo Nsukka today. Both of them represent the business community. We have two frontline religious bodies. The two bishops, Professor Igwebike, our brother, the Catholic Bishop of NSUKKA, is there. Our own brother, Aloysius Sabo, the Anglican Bishop of NSUKKA, is also there. Then the chairman of Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, representing the custodians of our culture, is also there. Like I told you, the secretary is a serving magistrate in the Enugu State High Court system. I chair that board of trustees. I can tell you, my dear brother, this is a fundamental, bold attempt to accelerate capacity human development in our place. And like I said, we're not targeting only those that are in school. We are getting involved deeply in skill acquisition. And we may likely, as part of what we are going to do, look at our people who have gone to learn one trade or the other. Our target is that if you have learned welding or tailoring or whatever, we'll bring you in, mentor you over time, and provide take-off equipments for you to go and start what you have learned. We may not be in the business of giving anybody money, but we are going to be in the business of giving you a startup for you to start your businesses. This is a part of what we are going to do.
Wow, that is great. Wonderful. Ogbonna Okolo, it is our entitlement, and we need to demand that from the government because we are dealing with governance and no more election. This is what Ogbonna Okolo Mekania said, in consonance with your stand, that we need to ask the government to give us what belongs to us. And yeah, that's great. So you have already told us the way you envisage that the funding will come from different people, from different local governments, putting in almost the same amount so that nobody can claim ownership of the foundation, because Okubanego, Okubanego, everybody are covered head there. You people that have upper hands, connections, you follow them, bomber to bomber. They will follow them. Martin Uche from Zimbabwe, please, you people that are in the upper chamber, follow the government bomber to bomber. So
to get that belongs to us.
Yes, now I make sure you get that belongs to us. Chief, my question is, it's really part of NSUKKA and how? Yeah. Mickey Brown, that's not what we're talking about. It is in Ingrace North, and Ingrace North is part of NSUKKA zone.
Yes, it is.
So, and the road we're talking about goes from Odenibo down. In fact, from Barracks, if we want to follow it religiously, it's from Barracks that it goes down to Ogugu. It terminated in Ogugu. From Ogugu, you can bust Abuja Road and start going. I know the road now. The road passed through my community. Yes. So,
so you are looking forward to having that road done?
If the road is done, I will be happy because it's passing through my community now. I'm an Mboyero. So it will be done.
It will be done
before it goes to Manu Junction. Yeah. So thank you for that. Another side we want to touch is that as one NSUKKA, I know that what happens to NSUKKA, and now just like you have the you are bearing this this experience. I know you experienced something somewhere and you borrowed it. You know, one thing about our people is that it's not enough to be exposed, but we have to go and get what we saw from others that are positive and bring it back. I know you got this thing from somewhere and you are already implementing it, and I know our people will gain. And I also know that when there is a negative impact to whatever happens to our people, you will feel it. Yeah. This issue.
Certainly, yeah.
The demolition of Ogige Market was something that Everybody's shouting, everybody's crying, everybody's doing this thing in Nsukka. Couple of people, I had Okeza, distinguished Senator Okeza here. I had Harrison Ogara. I had different people on this show when that happened. So as in one Nsukka, who feels what Nsukka people feel and who thinks for the good of Nsukka? How do you feel about the issue of the demolition of Ogige Market? And what do you think is the way out of those who are still having the trauma?
My dear brother Chinedu, even though this is outside what we are discussing, but I'll make an attempt to clearly state how I feel about it.
Correct.
Part of the problem we have is that the government is allowing the opposition to lead the narratives. Ogige Nsukka Market is due for remodeling. However, the process of the demolition, I don't like it as a person. I'm speaking for myself. I don't speak for government. I'm not a government spokesperson. But what followed that demolition looked like as if Nsukka people are doing bad politics because somebody lost an election. The moment the government mentioned that Ogige Market will be demolished, my expectation will have been representatives of that market to follow through immediately to government and say to them, who are not saying that this place will not be demolished, but I will need some time. Let us have some time and prepare for this demolition. Let me place on record clearly, what is demolished in Enugu is more than 5 or 10 times bigger than what was demolished in Nsukka. But Nsukka stone becomes a topical issue. I don't know why it is so. But like I said, I feel for our brothers that have lost their means of livelihood. But we would have done better. Let me tell you clearly, on the day the Commissioner for Transport came to put them on notice that that market will go down. Incidentally, I was in my village in Ezimo, and somebody told me that the commissioner is in Nsukka. I drove to that place. I met him in front of that market. I took him and the former chairman of the local government, Woto Zoko, down to Total Junction, as if you are going towards to the prison. I showed them where Entraco was loading before. I said to them, instead of demolishing that Ogige, that this place is an alternative place for them to look at. That can happen there. I think part of our problem is our inability to engage. Our inability to engage. And after that demolition, a lot of us began to speak to government and say to them, there should be an alternative place for our people to continue their trading. And as I speak to you, I'm aware that the government has almost completed surveying of about 100,000 hectares or 100 hectares of land between a Dobala and a Halmona for an ultra-modern market. My brother, each time development is coming, some persons will bear the brunt. I'm not excited that our people are going through these pains, but this phase is a passing phase. I encourage our brothers and sisters to be prepared not to take government from the opposite side, but to be prepared to engage with government. You want to do this policy? Yes. Please, these are options available. As I speak to you, it looks to me that it's only our senatorial zone that has not paid a congratulatory, or if you like, courtesy visit to the government of today, as if they don't believe that there is a governor in Enugu. It is when you go for such visits, you congratulate them and begin to ask for a number of things that are due to you. I'm not saying this as if I'm indicting anybody, but we have to make sustained efforts to engage the government of today. My dear brother, 8 years ago, one of our sons was the governor of Enugu State. just 1 year down the line, just like if you we can even liken it to the ongoing protest in the country. Things are hard. We are all hungry. We want things to be improved. But I don't know why the protest and demonstration is more in up north than other places. But they held this country for the past 8 years, worse than as it is today. Almost the same thing. So the truth is that we need to, as a people, begin to engage our government. For instance, the government has just mentioned that they will start dualization of Ugogo Road, and they will do that of that one from NSUKKA to Ete. This present government, when they say they will do a thing, they will do it. So if you have anything in and around those places, begin to adjust. Begin to take those things off within the limits that the government is, because they are going to remove it. They will do that. So this my views about this.
Wonderful. You know, you said you were almost saying that it's not part of what we're doing. So you are one soccer, and it will look funny when you come here and I only ask you about the foundation without
Yeah, it's a topical issue, and I have made my own personal attempt to explain it. Yeah,
which is wonderful. I think that explanation goes down also with me that we should be engaging. We should
it is some of us who try to reach government, who have impressed it on government that the issue of Ogige market is a sore point in the life of every Nsukka person, and the government should make effort to close out on that matter.
Sure. So that goes down to what our brother was saying from Zimbabwe, that those of you who are at the higher point should follow them bumper to bumper. But you need to engage. We need to engage. That is just the truth. The truth is that we can, whether the government is bad or whether the government, whatever it is the government. And
we must engage. We must engage.
We cannot do without the government, so we must engage you. It is, thank God, some of you still have access to the governor and the government of the day, because if everybody loses access with the government of the day, it will be a charity for the Nsukka people. So some people.
Yeah. Another thing is Chinedu.
Yes, sir.
Our people need to the positioning. The average Enugu man or the government of today is beginning to see Nsukka as people who are anti-government, people who do not accept government policies, people who are angry with government. But we're saying that it is not true. As a people, we're not angry with the government, but that a policy or two of government may not be going down well with us at this material time. That does not suggest that we are anti-government. And that's why our people must make a bold step to dissuade the government, to make government appreciate truly that we are not against it. If you continue to be against government, the ship of state will continue to sail. And at the end of the day, you're going to lose at the long run. His Excellency Peter Mba has the red pen as we speak. He is superintending our collective patrimony as at today. Therefore, not going cap in hand, but we have to engage him. Let us engage him. The truth is that as it is today, Nsukka constitutes approximately between 52 and 56% of the total population. With proper politics, we will get what is due to us.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We cannot but engage. That is it. We cannot but engage. Engagement is unavoidably important as far as governance is concerned. So, Alan, I want to ask you, as an Nsukka man, are there success stories of Nsukka Cultural Zone that you are proud of, which should be promoted and exported as a way of entrenching Nsukka poetry in the global space?
Can you repeat that question, please?
Are there some success stories of NSUKKA people that you are proud of that should be promoted and exported as a way of, presenting NSUKKA values in the global space? Like one or two things NSUKKA people have done, or one or two things that NSUKKA people do that should be taken to the global scene for recognition.
Well, have you ever asked yourself why a lot of people are coming to NSUKKA to marry today? It is not everything that you tell NSUKKA and tell her not to tell the husband. The culture of faithfulness among NSUKKA women has to be exported. We need to appreciate that NSUKKA women, our ladies, knows indeed what the scripture says about marriage. It has to be exported. Secondly, the fact that if you get to Onitsha market today, if you enter most of the major shops, the young men you see seated where the fortunes of these businesses are NSUKKA people, because they are trustworthy, needs to be exported. These are the things that make the NSUKKA man thick. Wow. Another thing is in our way of life, or our food, the NSUKKA food, the mixture of our food, the variety in our food, whether it's OTP, Echicha, Ayaraya, all the gabo, you can't find it elsewhere. It is something we need to find a way of marketing. People will tell us today, Upper Ninth Mile. Which one is Upper Ninth Mile? It's just that they are on the road where everybody is passing. It's actually our food. Because you buy cashew nuts in 9th Mile does not make it that the cashew nuts are there. Or because you get also yellow pepper, also NSUKKA, anywhere, you will always know that those things have their roots in NSUKKA. We need to find a way of letting the world know that this belongs to us. And we need to export it.
Wow. Also NSUKKA, NSUKKA. All those things coming from our place of bless.
NSUKKA too. NSUKKA too. It's something I know you miss it a whole lot.
When I was in the university, I was director of anti-secret court in UNIZIK. So well, when I was rounding up from the university, I told the vice chancellor that I want to bring a palm wine from my place to thank him for working with him. So he said, okay, let me bring it. So when I brought it from buying Maya Ohesu Aletachi, they thought it used to be like their food that they drink anyhow. Because it was early in the morning now. It was very fresh and sweet. So all of them, all the professors, we didn't want to, all of them are singing
that day.
Everyone started singing Ojolima. I said, yes, this is the NSUKKA, totally different from what you used to take. So, and that is why I continue to argue.
Yes, so
if what comes from our place is blessed, Okpan NSUKKA is blessed, Ose NSUKKA is blessed, Nkwocha NSUKKA is blessed, Okpeye NSUKKA is different.
Mano NSUKKA is blessed.
Mane from NSUKKA is different. If all these things are blessed, NSUKKA people, human being from NSUKKA is blessed. So it is blessing all around.
That's true.
So, and that is why we are very, very happy anytime, any day to say we are proud from NSUKKA. Lydia Ishiu Iko Keze. My people, how are you? Thank you for coming and watching. So, what did you say again? NSUKKA will always keep engaging the state governor to ensure, let me put it to the screen. NSUKKA will always keep engaging the state governor to ensure we are not shortchanged in terms of infrastructure development and human capacity building. Anyone against this is anti-NSUKKA. We may not like him, but he remains our governor, and God will make him remember NSUKKA. Okay. So this is what Obo has to say to add up to what you have been saying. So I will advise our people to, using this forum, that we must engage. No matter the name you want to give it, we must engage. Even when we don't like something, we must say, okay, we don't like this one. When we like something, so it's not just because maybe he doesn't go well with us or whatever he did, we don't like his face or this thing. That doesn't mean that if he brings even good policies, we say no, I can't. It will not be fair on our people. So thank you, sir. I think
Yes.
you have touched the major reason why you are here today. You wanted 30 minutes, but out of your generosity, you are putting 1 hour already, and I'm happy, and I appreciate you. But before I withdraw the curtain, sir, I want you to give a powerful message to the NSUKKA people growing. Those of you, why I invited you here is we want to sustain intergenerational conversation that will continue to pass down these values that makes us NSUKKA people unique. Okay, unique NSUKKA people. Now, you believe in hard work. You believe in apprenticeship.
Sure.
You believe in, yeah. So those values that will make you tomorrow, you become, even if God bless you, you will not be looking up and down or running from anybody. But today, the young people are jettisoning these particular values and thinking of Ego Mbuta and thinking of Onrashi. A little thing, they must be in the government and be following somebody in the government to get small thing. So what is your advice to this, our new generation, the Gen Zs, who are trying to alienate themselves from this cultural value and tradition that has sustained and made the NSUKKA people unique?
Yeah, number one is that they should have faith in themselves, in themselves, and in our people. You know, each time we discuss NSUKKA, I always remember that the two principal brands that are NSUKKA brands are they can compete with people that are in their areas of influence globally. Take our brother Samuel Maduka Onichi's Peace Mass Transit. He started and sustained his business within NSUKKA, and it's gone global. Take our brother Solive. He owns the biggest vegetable oil today in southeastern Nigeria. He's a global brand as we speak. And 80% of what he does is within NSUKKA. What we just need to do is to retool our skills in entrepreneurship, be more enterprising. These are things we need to do. Again, that is why we want to mop up our brothers and sisters that got first class in their schools and find them places overseas for them to do their masters. So that our brothers that do think that education is not important, we appreciate that there's nothing better than knowledge. We want them to appreciate Negombute or Hana Api Api. It is alien in NSUKKA, and then we limit to what one NSUKKA can do. You can't be a fraudster and think that that thing will be enduring. Possible.
Sure.
You will just start it and find out. Of course, check the records of our people that had their hands in things that were not good. They are all gone. Those things are not sustainable. So I want to tell our people to redirect their energies to things that are positive, that are enduring, things that NSUKKA is known for. Yeah, I'm a work and they need to know that. That's why we are taking steps to make our people continue to go to school, pursue education, pursue learning, pursue hard work, resilience, enterprising spirit, can do spirit of enterprise. We need to get that sustained in our place. With that, the NSUKKA nation can do anything any nation before God under the sun will be able to do.
Wow, thank you. I greet you, my brother. And we are drawing the curtain today. You satisfactorily represented NSUKKA in this platform. So I am a voice of NSUKKA, and I'm so proud to have people like you coming from our place.
Thank you.
We can really say anywhere, anything. We have people we can refer to. So, and we keep bringing more of you in this show. Before we finally drop, what will you tell the world about this your boys growing platform called Chinedu Anichi TV?
Chinedu Anichi TV, an emerging global brand. I'll ask our people to watch it, participate, be part of it, promote it, and own it because it belongs to us. Thank you for this, your television outfit.
Okay. Thank you, sir. May God bless you. May God keep you. And I want you to mention those our vehicles that are on the road, the Ingrace limo, the Ingrace Candy, the Ingrace this, and the Ingrace that again. So let's
Ingrace Zimo. Ingrace Excel.
Excel. Wow.
Yeah, so they're already on the road as we speak.
Having Chinedu Onu is the founder and CEO of Ingrace Multiple Concept Limited, of which a lot is involved. They are in farming, they are in automobile, they are in these different things. But what is important here today in this platform and what we are discussing today is that this brand is from NSUKKA. Idekarumona, Nailing Cash, Bobodozo Jetofe. So, as a chito kabiama, klegdeg, gojigdeg, gnezunolok. Oh, yeah, go.
Thank you. Thank you. Jishika. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Yeah.
Yeah, my people, you have seen today was wonderful. We had the CEO of Ingrace Motors was here live, and you can see that NSUKKA were mad, NSUKKA were mad. For those of you who are still doubting, here NSUKKA, you can see the crop of guys who have. Yeah, this my uncle is here, Chief Chibuzo Obuna. Thank you very much, our brother. I love your closing remarks. Bless you. Thank you, my people. So, Linda, how are you? Linda, issue because my people. Obono Okoro, all of you, I greet all of you who participated in this evening show. Next Saturday, we'll be having another great NSUKKA song. And remember, every day, every 8 p.m., we are on this show. By God's grace, we are going global. What are you waiting for? Tell your brother, tell your friend, tell your sister, tell your mommy. Once it's 8 p.m., if you're on YouTube, go to YouTube and watch. If you're on Instagram, go to Instagram and watch. If you're on Linda, go to Linda. If you're on Facebook, come to Facebook and watch Chinedu Anichi TV. We are bringing back to back for you educative, life-saving, and innovative concepts to make sure that life will be better for our people. So we'll be wrapping it up today. Thank you for participating. Thank you for coming. Remember, my name is Chinedu Anichi, the one and only celebrity CSO, the African voice in diaspora. Tomorrow, we'll be having another guy who is coming from California. So a Californian guy. Yesterday, we had a guy from North America. The day before yesterday, we have a senatorial candidate of Republican Party in United States, District 23. We had him in this show. We will have another great, very soon you will see it and it will be showing. Please continue to let people know about this particular platform. It is our own. It is your own. Let people know about it. God bless you as we draw the curtain today. In this camera, I love you. Bye.